And this is what I want to do. I want to go back to the beginning a little bit, man. East side of Long Beach, California.
To the east side.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg, the greatest.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Ain't nobody even close.
Man, auto-tune can't even fade him.
Man,
Nate was special. Nate, get on your record, dog. You was liable to go from selling possibly 100,000 units to possibly going platinum.
Dog, I was so mad when they kicked me off of Virgin Records, you know what I'm saying? Because I had my first single was Nate. Me and Nate. Battle Cat produced it. It was called This Is For The Crook in Me. This is for the crook that's in me, baby. Oh my God. I was ready to come out the gate. I was only like 18, 19. I was ready to come out the gate.
Yeah, fire.
Man, they came in with a brown bag and said, everybody darker than this bag, get out the building. Except Janet Jackson.
Yeah, for sure. I remember that time when it happened. You know what's crazy, dog? I don't think people understand this, dog. Nate really made a difference on your record. He impacted your sales.
Absolutely.
Nate got on that motherfucking...
Yes. Radio.
It was over with. It was radio all day.
Radio.
I remember one year we had did the Powerhouse. I was up there with High C and Quick.
Okay.
And Nate came out to that motherfucker, dog, and did a medley of hooks. And when I tell you he turned the whole motherfucking show out.
Just with hooks.
Just with hooks, my nigga. It was the craziest thing. He was up there for about 20 minutes, dog, doing nothing but back-to-back hooks.
Wow.
Nothing but back-to-back hooks, and everybody was going crazy. And couldn't nobody, whoever came on after him was kind of like, he was kind of whatever. Nate just shut this motherfucker down.
Shit down with the hook master.
Definitely.
You know, you being from Long Beach, Virgin was your first label. That was the first label that you was on, right?
Yep. I mean, you know, the first label I was on was Muscle Records, and that was an independent label owned by Chucky Miller. And
football player
and
Long Beach.
Russell, yeah, they both went to the NFL, man, and they came back and opened up a label on the east side. And that was the first label that I was on. I gotta give it to them because they gave me my first shot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. You definitely have to go back, man, to the people that believed in you first and give them their props.
And the Russell was the shit, man.
Yeah,
Eiht Ball.
Man.
I played against Eiht Ball. Me and this nigga that y'all can't see on camera, my homeboy sitting across the room, we played against Eiht Ball.
Yeah.
And I hit him in the backfield one play, dog, and I thought my shoulder had separated.
He was built like a tank coming through there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he laid power on you, man.
I swam over the offensive lineman, dog. Thought I was going to make a hell of a play. I tackled him, dog, but my shoulder wasn't right to this day, dog, after I hit that big motherfucker, dog.
Eiht Ball was no joke, man. You know, the city turned out a lot of great football players, man. Poly High is really
definitely.
It's definitely one of them spots, you know what I mean?
Long Beach Poly before Bosco took over. Bosco what Bosco did, dog, all the kids, because my son wanted to go to Poly. And he was a 5-star recruit. He wanted to go to Long Beach Poly. I said, hell no.
Why?
It was too rough for you?
Man, you know what, dog? I worked hard, man, to get my...
I ain't gonna even say nothing about that one.
No, but you know what, though?
Maybe he didn't want him to follow in his footsteps. Is that it?
I don't want him because I remember the shit I was down there in Long Beach. Chris. Yeah, I remember shit I was doing in Long Beach, California when I first touched down in California, when I was like his age and very impressionable. I ain't gonna lie, dog, the streets was fun as a motherfucker.
Right.
It was fun. It was exciting and enticing until them popos and ones start coming and niggas start shooting at you. That's when that shit get a little different.
Oh, yeah.
It get a little different then.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so when you signed this deal with Chucky and Eiht Ball, how old were you at the time?
17, waiting to turn 18.
17 years old.
Yeah.
And so that's your first, that was your first time in the actual studio and everything like that, I assume.
Well, it wasn't my first time in the actual studio, man. My mom's used to sing, right? My mother from Oklahoma.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And her and her twin sister, my auntie Charlene, rest in peace, they had a group, man, and they used to do backup singing for the Gap Band.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And they came out here to chase their dream down, you know what I mean? And then my mom ended up having kids. My mom met my pops in Long Beach. He was stationed there. He was in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to rap since I was 8. You know what I'm saying? So she put me in the studio when I was 8 years old. That was the first time I went in the studio. I did a song called The Controller. You know what I'm saying? Microphone controller, you know what I mean?
So you 8 years old talking about you the microphone controller.
Yeah, C-O-N-T-R-O-L. I spell, the beat is a hammer, the rhythm's a nail. You know, I was in there like that with the 8 years old, you know, so shout out to my mother for always believing in me and trying to push me. We didn't have much, but she did the best she could. You know what I'm saying?
My mom's, you know, bless my mom's. They wasn't for it. They was not for the rap shit in the beginning. You know, we was in the streets hard.
Right.
So that was like another motherfucking level of being in the streets to them. You get me?
Gotcha.
My mom's and them from Gulfport, Mississippi. So when they heard a nigga around there playing that shit, then they was like, you know, because my raps, I wasn't a controller. You know, we was talking about 5-0 came through last night. So-so went to jail.
Right.
So-and-so came through. So-and-so blasted on us.
Right.
So when she was hearing that, she was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Nigga, you good to go do something. You ain't finna do that shit.
Do something.
So it was you know, had to sneak out and do type of shit on my end. It wasn't really supported, you know, especially coming from motherfuckers who was hard-working people, you know what I'm saying, coming from the South, like musicians and all.
Like a pipe dream.
We work like around this motherfucker.
Yeah, because you know the starving artist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that shit ain't gonna work. You dreaming.
Hell yeah.
It was good that, you know, music had, you know, developed a little bit by your time, that your moms could see, you know, the talent that you had. And was ready to invest in you going to the studio. Shit, I wish my mom would have put me in the studio.
Hey, you got to think though, them was the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Them was the 80s. It wasn't nobody, because they was saying this shit wasn't gonna last, dog. They was saying rap was just a fad.
Fad, yeah.
Nigga,
they said it was a fad.
86, it was hard banging around this motherfucker. I'm telling you, real. I don't give a fuck. Fresh Fest days in Long Beach to nigga, I'm talking about it was hard banging around this motherfucker. Real talk.
Yeah, the 80s was, man, listen, man, the 80s, Crooked Sacks,
Man,
Jerry Curls,
you know what I'm saying? It was hard. Back high school, fighting with the niggas, hopping the back fence, all that type of shit, man. We didn't know nothing.
When you talk
man.
about the fucking Fresh Fest, that was in Long Beach, I believe.
Yeah.
And I remember when that shit happened, dog, it was cracking. It was motherfuckers getting robbed in the parking lot, motherfuckers getting beat up. Because you think about it, everybody from LA had congregated set upon Long Beach that day.
Right.
And so you had a number of different niggas from everywhere else. They in Long Beach now.
That shit was cracking.
And Long Beach is one of them type of cities. Long Beach is an all blue city. For all those that don't know out there, ain't nothing but Crips in Long Beach.
Right.
Ain't nothing but Crips, and you got Samoans and you got the Mexican homies.
Right.
And that's it. And it's not that big of it's a big city,
right?
But it's close knit.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's close knit, and that was the thing. When I first came to California, I touched down out here in '88, and had been coming out to visit a few summers before then because I got some people out here, right?
Right.
So I had been coming since like '85, '86, right?
Yeah.
And when I tell you that it was like the gangster shit was just at its full apex at that time,
yeah.
Because I came out here, dog, and the nigga needed to get some money because I ain't have a family. You know, most niggas get support from the crib.
Exactly.
I didn't have nobody sending me a bag. I came out to this motherfucker with $50 in my pocket, dog, and a couple pair of pants. I'm like, nigga, you know, you got to go make your way in this world, right?
Right.
So I got out here the quickest way I saw to get this some money, man. The homie put a sack in my hand and the Gap. I said, this where the spot at.
That's what it was.
This is where the spot at, and that's what it was.
Yeah, man. I mean, shit. We was too young to get jobs. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't legally work, so we had to find ways to get money. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I could go get a fucking job, but I knew I was poor.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew that I ain't want to keep wearing these fucking thrift store clothes that my moms could afford. You know what I'm saying? We was so poor, nigga. We used to switch the tags on the thrift store clothes, nigga.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like we was below the poverty line, so I figured out that money was very necessary early in my life, probably when I should have just been a kid having fun on a skateboard, you know what I mean? And then I got siblings, so, you know, once Pops bounced out, it was on me and my older brother to hold everything down. You know what I mean? My older brother started cooking in the kitchen, you know, doing his thing with the wrist work, you know what I'm saying? And he taught me, you know, the game on that. Feel me?
Niggas say we didn't know shit, but goddamn it, we knew at 5, 6 years old. We pour his motherfucker around this motherfucker, man. If we pour his motherfucker around.
Hell yeah.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster